let's talk. None of my people gon' walk. 100 bands for us, now she fiendin'. Running, I know we out to the mall. Paddock on me and reside. If he come from my chain, then we swap. Shawty can't look in my eyes. BBS is I shine in the dark. I'm on my gentleman-ish. I'm putting up for my city. Don't need friends, my family.
What's poppin', man? Spark the fuck, man. Let's talk about it, Black Ink. You know what we on. You know what's poppin', man. Squad.
What's up? Let's talk about it, Black Ink.
This is Rashad from Earn Your Leisure. Big shout out to Let's Talk About It, Black Ink.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It. You know, we appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. We're here again with, your panel of hosts. I'm Kevin versus Floyd. We got the beautiful Nadia, low-key Nadia. How you doing?
I like that seat that you're sitting in.
I don't like the seat. And we got my man Slim Rich.
Slim.
On 718. Shout out to Miss Sage. She couldn't be here with us today. She had prior engagements.
She will be missed.
I am only in her seat because we having some microphone problems in my seat. I am not trying to be Sage Jr. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's Monday. It's busy, but it's
chilling.
good.
Nice weather.
Yeah. It's like chilly in the morning, then it get real hot.
Yeah.
Then it get cold again.
Last weekend, that joint was crazy hot.
Yeah. Mother's Day was yesterday.
How was Mother's Day for you?
My mom wasn't here, but I sent her something. I don't know if she got it yet, so I don't even want to say what I got because she might be listening.
Well, just in case, let's not say it.
Yeah, let's not say it. But I did send her something, and it was just it was good. I went to go see Titi and them and just spend time with the moms. I gave them flowers and stuff. But it was good. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Mother's Day could have been a little bit more intentional this year. But
I feel you. I feel that.
The gram.
What do you mean by intentional?
I feel like we could do more. Yeah. Like or go somewhere. I feel like instead of just pulling up at the house and like cooking and eating, I feel like we should take our moms.
Regular generic stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we should go to like Costa Rica.
How was Mother's Day for you, Rick?
I'm not a mother, so.
I mean, did you do anything with your mom?
Yeah,
not
my
your
mom.
daughter's mom,
My mother, she's in New York, but it was cool. We went to the spa real quick, you know what I'm saying? I never been to, you been to the Jeju spot?
Mm-hmm.
I was so confused.
It is a lot. It's when you first Japanese joint.
Oh, okay.
It's a Japanese like.
It's dope.
Hours.
It's 24 hours. When you walk in there, they got a pool. They got different saunas. Some got crystals, gold, different reeds.
That stuff to be for us. The ladies enjoy that.
Yeah,
Most
I mean,
men be like,
I started to enjoy it, but it was just weird though, cause it's like I ain't been in the gym in a while, so it was just weird. All these niggas walking around swinging. I'm like, come on, bro, put that away.
No, it's naked, literally.
It was too much.
You have to be naked. You're not allowed to wear clothes or anything.
Damn, for real.
Yeah. Well, once you get in the common area, you can wear what they gave you.
Like a robe and all that.
Well, no, it's like shorts and shirt. But like when you in the locker room, these niggas just don't feel like they need to have clothes on. It's like, nigga.
Yeah, they said we all got the same thing.
And they just stretching and shit. You know what I mean? Like
they were stretching.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, get out of here. Yeah, right. Movie shit.
You touch my toes real quick.
But it was nice because a lot of it's like 7 or 8 different rooms you can go in.
Okay.
It's like 3 big igloos, and then on the side they got more rooms, and each of them do different things for you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's depending on what's in the room. And it's just nice going there, just vibe out.
That was good, yeah.
The pool was nice. The food was okay. It was all right. I enjoyed it, but that was pretty.
You went
much
by yourself?
No, I took her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who's
my
her?
daughter too. My girlfriend, my daughter.
Oh, okay. Your family. You went as a family.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
You can't bring the kids though. She
not really.
I was just about to ask how old was your daughter?
6.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
There was a little girl younger than her. I heard there's people that live in there.
Probably killed the vibe a little bit.
She kept killing. Kept killing everybody's vibe in there.
Yeah.
Me, I really just wanted this chick to go by herself, but she didn't want to go.
She just dropped her off and picked it back up.
I said, man, let me just take my daughter, go about my business,
just
go get a massage, a couple things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I want y'all to come.
She wanted to spend time with you. I had the same situation yesterday. I had to go to the gym. Mom wasn't very happy about that. You gonna go to the gym instead of being home with me? I'm like, listen, I'm gonna come back. We're gonna do something, but I gotta get my workout in. I gotta lose this weight. I gotta get my workout in. Like, I'm gonna come back. We're gonna be good. You know. I took her to get seafood. Everything was good. As long as she got seafood, she happy.
Yeah.
So I took her, spent the check on some seafood.
That was nice.
Went back. We called ourselves, watched the movie. I had to watch Blank Man. She never seen Blank Man.
I never seen.
Oh, that was funny.
You never
That
seen Blank with Damian Wayans and David R. Greer?
What
Oh, you gotta watch
doing
Blank
in
Man.
life?
I know, right? It's like a cult classic. Shout out them brothers. But we just like parents, we fell asleep on it.
That's crazy.
When you got a newborn baby, you know, it's sleep time whenever you get a chance. She was asleep, so we went to sleep. But we enjoyed ourselves. I want to, real quick before we get on the topic of the day, man, I want to give a shout out to a brother we lost recently, Mr. Kevin Samuels.
Who?
Kevin Samuels.
Who is it?
You're so petty.
No, I'm just like,
So, R.I.P.
R.I.P. No.
Kevin
Definitely.
Samuels, you know, I didn't agree with everything he said. But at the end of the day, no, I really, believe it or not, I really didn't.
That's very hard to believe.
I don't
Kevin.
understand why. I don't know why y'all think I'm just a bully or radical. Like,
No, I don't think you're. I don't think you're a bully. I would have never called you a bully.
Like,
I just think you think
my
like him.
thing is, I find it a little disheartening to see how many young ladies are happy or celebrating that
I
he
would say I'm
passed
happy.
away.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
And it's like,
What do you mean happy? Who's saying
they
that?
just be saying like you know his thing was always high value. He died from a heart attack. So
I
I
didn't
saw
know
a young
that.
lady say, I guess he have a high value heart. And now the girls is laughing.
Yeah, they
like,
going in
not
on
funny.
that.
it's funny, but it ain't funny. But it's like that's because listen,
That's messed
people
up.
say you know him being a bad. I said, damn, I didn't know
Him being what?
a bad guy. I'm like, I didn't know it make you a bad guy to have an opinion.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I must be the worst person in life.
So wait, Kevin Samuels is the dude that would go live with ladies and like
Yeah.
make them
And
look
de-
at
and degrade
like,
them. Not degrade them, but talk down to them.
Like, how you gonna get a ball
his
player-
version of the truth to them?
Yeah.
And my thing
Yeah.
was like, I don't think that make him a bad guy. His opinion, like whether I agree with it or not, it's his opinion.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, he ain't forced himself. They called and asked him. They knew what he was about.
Right, you had to
They
call him for
called
that.
and asked him.
Yeah, definitely. No,
So I'm
definitely.
like, is he really a villain because of his opinion?
So he really died from heart attack?
Yeah, heart attack.
Crazy part, somebody-
What did he do other than
heart
being?
failure?
Somebody was with him too, so they speculating it was a woman and she was a nurse.
Oh,
And
wow.
they said him and her wasn't that like they didn't know each other well, so they kind of wondering what happened for real.
Speculations.
Yeah,
Like I said, I
because
just
of-
wanted to give an RIP to him. Like I said, it's, at the end of the day, whether you like the brother or not, that's somebody's son, somebody's father,
No, definitely.
you know, best friend, cousin. Like, damn, like,
So
shout out to the GOAT Kevin Samuels, man.
still a
Rest in
human, man.
peace.
So rest in peace to him and peace and love sent towards his family.
So mostly women didn't like Kevin Samuels.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was some men, because my thing was this. They say all he did was attack women, but I could send you hella videos
Is it true?
of him attacking men. Like, it's just one video where the dude's like, yeah, I want this kind of woman. He's like, well, how tall is I'm 5'6". How much you weigh? 260. He said, okay, listen here, you fat fuck. You like,
Oh,
he
wow.
went crazy at the men too, not just women.
Yeah.
It's just that women called him more
Right.
versus men calling him more. You know, most men gonna call it of a man for
Advice,
teaching how to get
yeah.
a woman. Most men ain't gonna do that. It was women calling him. So, but nonetheless, rest in peace to him. But
So
what?
he died on Mother's Day? I
No,
think this is very
no,
all
he
symbolic. The weekend that he died.
No,
and
he
everything.
died last week. Sometime last week.
Oh, this is not
Yeah.
new.
No, it's like a week old now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometime.
I think I remember him. I haven't seen any women hating on him, but I haven't been in his comments
I've
or
been-
nothing.
I've been seeing it crazy like this.
I have seen,
I've seen
like-
it myself personally on my social media.
That's kind of disgusting
crazy.
though, like to somebody
That's what
talk
I'm
about
saying,
talk about
like-
it. I mean, I'm not saying that the brother, like I've definitely
Like I
seen
said,
some
whether
of
you
his
like
clips.
him or not is irrelevant.
Yeah,
But like I said,
but-
to call him a bad person or to celebrate his death as if he killed people and did all kind of crazy things. Like all he did was voice his opinion when people asked him for his opinion.
Yeah.
You called him, asked him what he think.
Did he
told
have
you.
kids?
Yeah. Say he's a father. He had,
I didn't know that.
I think he had 2 daughters.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I knew he had a kid for a fact. And I think it was 2 daughters.
Well, that kind of leads us into today's conversation because Sage is not here, but I definitely wanted to talk about some solutions this week as it pertains to our misconceptions about ourselves. I feel like Kevin, it's funny that you would even bring him up. You was like, I think I want to say something before we start. And I was like, go ahead. And I didn't know you were going to talk about Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace to him.
Because he's I feel like that is a perfect person to like segue into the conversation, like about misconceptions. Like you said, Kevin Samuels is a father. He's a son. Like a lot of times too, I'm pretty sure Kevin Samuels, like some of the advice he's probably given or some of the like critics that he said, like he probably hasn't taken everything himself. Like there's probably a lot of misconceptions people have about him. And he's probably not even like that behind the camera, you know? So I wanted to actually talk about that. Like we're going to start the conversation off by like everybody go around and talk about like the biggest misconception people have about you, and then how you break that misconception when you get to know somebody. So like my misconception.
But before you answer your question, misconception pertaining to what? Because like I thought you got a misconception about a person if it pertains to a relationship, towards a job, or like. To you, to like, so like overall,
they're like people who know you, whether it be friends, family, us on the show, you know, people might see you on Instagram. Like, what do you think people like conceive you as soon as they see you? Like, they see you as what? And that's like the biggest misconception. Like, they probably think you're a bully, or they probably, you know what it is. Like the biggest one you hear all the time, I would say.
Okay. You start off with me.
It was just rolling like it wanted to be you. So yeah, go ahead.
I had two that came into mind.
All right.
I had two that came to mind, but the first one I'm gonna roll with is a misconception that people think I guess you can say a bully. Like I'm a big dude, and I have like when I ain't smiling, I have a very mean looking face. Like my resting face is like I'll punch you in the mouth. That's like my resting, and then I'm a big dude, so it's like, but it's like I'm really a big ass goofball. Like when you get to know me, I crack jokes like that. I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna make fun of myself to make you laugh. I'm just a big, goofball. Like I'm really a teddy bear. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm a grizzly bear too. I hurt you if you try me, but for the most part, 9 out of 10, I'm just a big goofball, goofy as hell. So please don't let my size be intimidating.
Right. What was the second one?
We're gonna let Rich go. I'll get back to that.
All right. Rich Mo?
Slim Rich.
I mean, with me, I think it's similar to that. I think when people see me around, they probably think that unapproachable, or that I'm not cool, but I'm really cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably the coolest person you know. You know what I mean? But I mean that's I get rid of that by, when I see somebody kind of doing they want to look, don't want to look, I speak up. What's up? What's going on?
I'm
You
like
good?
that too. I walk up to what's going on. I approach them.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how I break that up. And people be like, man, you cool. I didn't know you was gonna be that cool. You know what I'm saying? Only way people will know that I'm cool is if they see me interacting with somebody I'm cool with.
Right.
Then they'll see me smiling and talking and shit. But 9 times out of 10, I just got a straight face when I'm out or when I'm around. So yeah.
So how do you break the bully? Because he kind of answered the second question.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like generally it's two ways. One, like it's back what Richmond said, they'll either see me laughing and conversing with somebody, like, oh, that boy really just goofy. Or two, if I see them looking at me like they want to say something, I'll be like, what's up? What's going on? Like, not what's up, like nigga, what's up? Like, but what's up? Like, what's going on, bro? What's up? Talk to me. You good? Like, how you feeling, baby? You straight? Da-da-da-da. And a lot of times, I talk to people first. I found that's my biggest way of breaking that. I talk to people first. Like, whether it be
break the ice.
Yeah, like whether it be at work and it's somebody new, or just, I'm in a personal setting and I see somebody, I go, yo, what's going on? How you doing? My name's so-and-so, man. Shake their hand, whether it's woman or female. How you doing? How you living? What's going on? So. And I just, give a smile. I know I don't smile a lot, so I make sure I smile. Like, what's going on? Show the teeth.
Because the teeth helps, right?
Teeth helps.
No, definitely. I definitely think you're a teddy bear. No, I'm just playing. I think my biggest misconception is that I'm light skinned.
Oh my God.
But you're light skinned, though. The hell is wrong with you? Your team light skin.
Bright light over there.
Right.
No, but like I think the mentality, my attitude. They think I'm very like materialistic and bougie.
You have your
and
light skin ways, though.
I definitely do not.
Mean, that sounds about right. Light skin, bougie.
You think I'm light skin and bougie?
Yeah.
But that's a misconception, so that would be true.
I know you're not bougie and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying you do have some light skin ways.
That's bougie.
No, that's a misconception. That's why we're on this topic. Wait, Richmo, when did I ever give bougie? I gave bougie?
Yeah, when I first met you, you wasn't talking like that.
Richmo, we were on a podcast together. What do you mean? Of course I was talking.
Not to me, but I'm saying, like I said, like he said, you got light skin ways.
Yeah, it's
like what?
Ways. She's not. She's like overall. When I say she's light skinned, no.
I am. But what is a light skin way?
You can't say it's a misconception for me when I've known you your whole life. Like,
talk about it.
It's like you have like some light skin tendencies, but you're not.
What is the light skin tendency? What is?
Just listen. You name what you think it is. Not tell what you have.
No, because I don't think any of it is.
What's the misconception that you said? You was giving a description.
People think that I have an attitude, and I absolutely.
You gonna say you don't?
I don't think I have an attitude. I think I'm.
That's definitely.
I don't even see you being. I haven't even seen
so
you
jolly.
be mean.
You are, but you have an attitude.
But you do have an attitude.
You jolly, but you have an attitude too.
I can tell you have an attitude, even though I never seen it. You can tell.
I don't have
I'm
attitude.
telling
I'm
you,
sweet.
I know
I am a
you have
freaking
one. You listen,
a squishy
Nadia,
little.
listen. She's
I am a sweetheart.
Nadia is a sweetheart. She'll give you the clothes off her back.
Will.
She will love you and nurse you back to health. But at the same time, she'll poison you. Let me try you. Don't play with her, bro. Don't play with her. Listen, don't play with her.
I think that's a big misconception that I have an attitude. That's why I have to kind of break the ice too.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think a light skin tendency is like that. I think I'm better than everybody in the room, and that's
I don't
like the
think you
least.
That, no, she's not like that at all.
That's
not to
like
me.
the least. If anything, I'm trying to figure everybody else in the room so I could figure out how to make them laugh, like, or figure out their personality.
You're not like that at all.
Well, I appreciate you breaking that misconception, but Rich Mo thinks that I'm light skinned.
I just going off what I see, buddy.
Rich Mo, what is this beef? When did this happen?
Ain't no beef. We cool. I'm just
Rich
telling
Mo,
you.
when did I never speak to you? I always compliment you. I'm always on your side on everything you say.
Not the very
this?
first time, but I'm just saying.
What was the very first time that I met him?
I will say this in Richmo's defense.
You guys were speaking. First of all, I remember the first time I met you because y'all was speaking in the hallway.
I will say,
waited.
I will listen. Hold on.
In the room right there.
I will say this
that.
in your defense.
Thank you.
And I'll say it's in Nadia in defense.
Okay.
When you first met her,
y'all was talking.
She was upset with me, so you might have felt that energy because she was upset with me because she was upset with me.
Y'all were having a conversation. I didn't want to interrupt.
I didn't even know who he was. We were. But I said you also upset with me, so you might have felt that energy coming off. Right. That was geared towards me.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't geared towards you. That's in Nadia's defense. In Richmond's defense, she has a tendency when she first meeting people, she be very reclusive and just kind of like just looking around, quiet,
observing.
And it's like it's almost like a don't talk to me energy, but she don't mean it in that way. She's just trying to read everything to see where she fit in, how she can squeeze in this space, so to speak.
Okay.
So that's to defend both parties.
Well, that's why there's a misconception because you're doing funny shit to get cool.
You know what, Richard? You know what? Just text me if you don't like me. Just say that then. If you don't like me, just say that.
Text you if I don't like you?
Text me if you don't like me. You ain't heard nobody say that? No. Text me if you don't like me. All right, well, that's definitely a misconception.
I never heard it.
Now I'm feeling some type of way. Now I can't even look him in the eye no more. Richmond, I'm gonna have to sit next to you so I don't sit and so I don't look
What's
at you
wrong?
no more.
Why?
Because I feel like you don't like me now. Now it's extra.
We cool now. Yeah, extra. The real
dramatic as ever.
All right. Well, since we're fixing misconceptions, I definitely want to address in relationships because I know Kevin loves to talk about. You need a podcast strictly for relationships because Kevin versus Floyd.
That is the foundation of everything. It's everything in this world. Whether it's relationships between just whether it's a sexual one, platonic one, the business one, the related one.
Well, we're gonna go down that whole list. So we talked about perceptions or misconceptions that people have on you when they first meet you. Now let's talk about relationships. In your relationships, because everybody in here is in a relationship right now, and I'm talking about romantic relationships. Then we'll go to parental. Romantic relationships, what is the biggest misconception that your partner has about you that you constantly have to break in your relationship?
Well, I can't speak for every woman I've been with because
I'm talking about one woman that you with right now.
But I'm adding this up.
Okay, go ahead.
Because they all have their own opinions and their own different perspectives of me.
All right.
But the same narrative that comes up for all of them is that I'm non-emotional. I'm not emotionally expressive. I'm kind of like an android, so to speak.
And that's come up for every single one of them?
Yes.
So are you starting to believe that?
No, I do believe it.
Oh, okay.
But nonetheless, here's the thing, though. I think people a lot of times misconstrued not being emotionally expressive with not having feelings at all. Just because I'm not emotional doesn't mean I don't care. So I would say the biggest misconception that I've experienced in all my relationships, including the present relationship I am now, is that they have misconceptions that I do not care. Like just because I don't speak on it doesn't mean I don't care. Just because I don't say nothing doesn't mean it doesn't hurt me or doesn't bother me. Or just because I may not tell you it doesn't mean I won't die or kill for you. I realized for me, my love language, so to speak, I'm just not I'm gonna write you a poem and scream to the top of the world how much you mean to me. My expression is like, I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna do certain things. I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to catch wreck if I got to catch wreck for you.
If every woman is saying that, and that may not be what the women need emotionally. Like action may not be necessarily emotional. Is a feeling. Action is an actual, like you're doing something. That's physicality.
I
Emotional means it has to be drawn from within.
Listen, I agree, but here's a question I ask you. Because I asked my lady, I ask you too, because it's true, but you kind of have to take what you can get. So I ask you this question: which one would you prefer? A dude that would tell you he'll kill for you, or a nigga who actually gonna do it? Because I'm actually gonna do it.
Exactly.
You got a nigga who'll tell you, I die for you, I
tired.
kill for you. When the time comes, they want to tell between their legs. Or I actually will do it over and over again. So which one is more important? See what I'm saying? Like words. Don't get me wrong. Words are powerful, and words do mean a lot.
I'm just saying,
but words can also come with empty promises.
No, definitely.
So,
you just brought up emotional. You said every woman, the misconception women have is
care.
that she don't care,
and I do. Like I care. What you did hurt my feelings, even though I didn't told you. I mean, I say, or you act like you don't care, so I assume it won't hurt your feelings. Why would you assume it won't hurt my feelings? I don't say nothing.
So
that doesn't make no sense to me. My thing is, if it will hurt your feelings, it will hurt mine.
But if you don't show that, how is somebody supposed to read your mind and know that?
But my point is, I agree with that when it comes to certain things, but some things are just common sense. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, we're different.
No, common sense ain't common.
We're different.
And you know that.
It really ain't. Listen,
Common sense is definitely
yes,
not.
men and women are different in a lot of areas, but we're not so much different to where if 9 times out of 10, if it will hurt you, it will hurt me.
Right.
Like, I still have emotions at the end of the day.
That's true. Richmo, what is in your relationship? What's your biggest misconception? Or what does your woman have?
It's between me being manipulative.
What's your sign? You're Scorpio, right?
Yeah. It's between me being manipulative and the one you said about the protection, where what she don't like is if something happens, I'm a very well balanced person. Mm-hmm. So if something happens, I might say, okay, so what did you how did this lead up to this? Like, what did you say to him? Do you talk to him every day, or like if she's at work?
You're doing a background check.
If she's at work and she says, "Oh, nigga said this," I'm like, "Well, do y'all speak every day? Like, what made him feel comfortable with speaking like that?" And it's like, well, like her thing is, why didn't I just get mad off jump? Mm-hmm. Like I don't make her feel protected because I don't just be like, "What he said? What? I'm gonna pull up." You know what I'm saying? Right. But to me, it's like
you're a logical thinker, though.
Yeah, I know how you are. So what the fuck did you say? And if not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then there's times where she might be saying something that I'm getting angry about on the inside. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But because of how I am, I'm listening, and then it's like, but you might not think it was that. And then that'll make me mad. Like, what that? Like, you don't know what I'm thinking.
No, we definitely do. Women definitely do. If we don't, we will actually keep egging you on until we feel like your body is telling us that you're in the conversation. I would definitely say we do that.
I feel like
it's toxic, but we do.
It's very
toxic. It's definitely toxic. Yeah.
When my body reacting smack
because we don't know.
I might hit you for him.
Right.
Sometimes,
why'd you do that to you?
You better not. Hey, don't put no horns for that.
What you made my body do? It reacted. Now to smack you.
That's definitely toxic. But you know, communication is both through the mouth and through the body. So we definitely, I do say you guys don't communicate necessarily. Well, you don't. Not that you don't. Y'all are like logical thinkers. So we talk with our whole body. When we get mad, it's our hands. It's all this. It's all that. And y'all probably just not.
Can I propose something here real quick?
Can I say my misconception?
Go ahead.
You can't.
Don't forget your proposal.
No, I was coming back to you anyway, but go ahead.
Okay. I would say now I want to know your proposal. Go ahead. No, because now you say I'll come back to you.
I was coming back to you anyway. It was directed towards you as being a woman, but go ahead.
Okay. I know it was going to be about that. Come on, Kevin versus women.
That's another big misconception. I'm not versus women. I'm with women, not against them. That's a huge misconception.
Can we just talk about Kevin's post, his Mother's Day post yesterday? And I literally said, remember this energy on the podcast tomorrow. And you said, no, it's war.
Listen, I love my mother. I would die and kill for my mother.
But it's war.
Doesn't mean we got to agree on every damn thing.
Anyway, my biggest misconception in my relationship, that I am pushy.
You don't think you are?
I think it's passion. I think because I have so much passion for like the better version of everybody I come around, especially my lover, it comes off as like, am I doing anything right, Nadia? That's what it comes off as. It's like pushy, like I want you to eat better, right? So like, come on, let's detox together. To me, detoxing is a part of my life. So like, that's nothing to me, like to do a water fast, or come on, let's let's go get therapy, or like what you doing with your therapy? What you healing from? What you do? Like that might be a lot for somebody. It might seem like that's not even a, but see, that's not a lot to me because it's my lifestyle.
That's
my lifestyle. What therapy?
No, listen.
It's not a lot.
It is. Listen, that's your lifestyle. And that's beautiful. But he may not be on that same wavelength. That may be a lot for him to ask somebody. And like this, and you may not do this. Is what I just thought in my head every damn day. What's up, boo?
No,
what you
not
heal from
every
today?
day.
What's up, boo? What you heal from yesterday? Like, damn. I'm still
not
healing from the
every
first thing. God damn. Like,
I'm not talking about.
Are we going to therapy?
Dramatic.
God damn, girl.
I'm not saying
are you
that.
going to therapy?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you going to therapy?
Like,
I'm just saying, like, it might come off pushy, like
hell
okay,
yeah, that
no,
came up with you right there.
no, it did come off pushy because I didn't mean to say like every day. That's not like literally all I want to talk about. But I'm saying like when things come up, I try to think very solution oriented. Like I'm very much a problem solver. So being with a woman like me, I don't know how to turn that off, and sometimes that can be a turn off for men who are like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna just let life figure it out, and I'm like, no, you can actually solve this problem. You know that, right?
Tell me something that I had to learn because me and you don't like in a lot of ways. Because I'm just saying I'm a problem solver. I want to solve every problem, and it's not just men who make feel it. It's I think it's everybody, men and women. I think what I've learned is just because we're problem solvers, we can't take it upon us to solve somebody else's problem. We try to do that. Like if Richmond calls it comes to a cab, he may just want to vent to me. He's not asking me to help him solve this problem. He's not asking me to tell him to solve this problem. He ain't asking me to do a damn thing but listen.
But see, people don't call me like that.
But you can't help it.
People literally call me to literally pick my brain.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%.
Are you sure? Or because you love to give your opinion. I love that about because you care so much.
But people call me for that.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying though. We have to learn sometimes
to not give
and I had to learn this too. Like, because then you'll drive yourself crazy because you'll give them this. Also, it helps. It's a double-edged sword because you will tell them the problem solver. You will give them the solution to the problem, and then they'll call you next with the same problem. You mad? It's like, nigga, didn't I just tell you what the hell to do? And now you mad and you feel like you're wasting your breath.
Yes, no, definitely.
It's like they didn't do it because they didn't ask you to give them the answer.
That's true.
They just want you to listen.
That's true.
And then they're going to figure out on their own when they feel like figuring out. It may take them years, days, whatever.
I feel like in love, I might need to definitely use it. But I know for a fact I have people, friends, family who call me.
Well, you might, because I have some call me too. But I'm just saying in love more than anything.
Yeah, they just want to vent.
They may just want you to be, cheerleader.
Yeah.
Woo, you got this. I believe in you. You'll figure this out.
And it's so hard for me to.
Because you care, you love them, you want to do it.
You're better than this.
We're here together. We're going to solve it together. But it's like, he's not asking for that. She's not asking for that. Just listen. So
then the other misconception is, it's funny as you say that, because the other misconception is that I'm a runner out of relationships. Like I can't stick around to see the better version of you, when it's really, it's not that I'm a runner. I just know exactly what I want. And if maybe you're not aligned, like the example that I gave my dude the other day was like, we might both be going to Africa, right? Like we might be two travelers going to Africa,
right?
But you might take the direction of going through Asia first. I might take the Caribbean. I want to go through South America, but we going to Africa, but your route is that way. My route is this way. It doesn't mean I'm running away from you. I'm just not on your route.
Right.
And we can probably eventually, if the timing is right, we could both meet in Ghana and be happily ever after. But I'm on, and it looks like I'm a runner. You get what I'm saying? Is that, does that make sense? Like, so that's definitely a misconception for me that I'm a runner. I'm not. Definitely not.
But that does sound like running to me. If we are together, why would we take two different routes? We have to compromise in a relationship and still take the same route.
But if two people know what their purpose is, I know what my purpose is. My purpose is to go through the Caribbean and go through South America. Like this is my thing, and it's not selfish. It's just like, if you on this coast too.
No, I mean I agree.
I'm gonna ride with you.
I agree with you, but why not? How come you can't? If y'all both at the end of the day have the same destination, the Ghana, Africa, why can't y'all compromise and shit? This week we won't go to South America. This week we going to Asia. We can. Why can't we do that?
The compromise.
Why can't that nigga, I see you there? Bye.
And so look. So my compromise is like, you gotta be responsible for your healing, and I'll be responsible for mine.
Definitely.
That's the compromise.
That's most definitely.
I don't have to see you go through Asia. I can, you can ride through Asia by yourself, and I'll still be on your side. But I'm going through South America nonetheless. But the compromise is like, we'll meet up in England, and you still gonna be healing, and I'm still gonna be like. That's the compromise.
You know what's crazy? The compromise that you just gave, far as
Is what?
Is what you need to do with the whole problem solving. You say how you say it's not my problem to solve your healing. I'll still be here while you're going through Asia. Mm-hmm. You're still gonna be his cheerleader.
But how can you
you're
do
not
that in a
sitting here
relationship?
trying to solve the problem. Saying, no, nigga, forget Asia. I'm telling you, the right way is to go to goddamn South America.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
That's hard
let him
in a
go through
relationship.
Asia.
No, I'm gonna be real.
I got your back. We rocking out.
Yeah, that's hard for me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna have to look up Asia's map because I definitely can't. So the next misconception, the last misconception I wanted y'all to tag on, and all of these are all supposed to make you see what different relationships
And how people may
view and what you're doing to kind of either battle them or accept them, right? So the last one is your parental. So we went through like general people because those are kind of least important. Then love romantically, and I feel like that's who you're building with. I should have asked about children because you guys have kids, but I don't have kids, so y'all could talk about that. But
my child too.
But and then your mother's
too much. She don't count yet.
So you're right. She think
count,
daddy is the world, right?
Yeah, exactly.
She low-key think daddy's mommy sometimes.
Right.
You can't tell, right?
You stupid.
But no. So your misconceptions with your parents. So you could choose whether it be your mother or father, whoever played the biggest role in your life. I'll let you guys decide because I know Mother's Day was yesterday, so I'm not trying to be like OD women, but
you can get one of each if you can.
yeah, if you want. But your biggest misconception your dad has about you, and then biggest misconception your mom has, or vice versa. And it's so funny who's not on the show today.
Crazy. Not trying to dull the moment, but my pop wasn't in my life like that, so I don't know.
Right, that's why I said
what his
answer,
misconception
that's why I said
of me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did because we got closer as I got older.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure eventually he probably had a conception, his thought process of me.
Right.
But I couldn't tell you what it is. I couldn't even honestly guess.
What is I just want to know your mom because we all know who your mother is.
Everybody want to know.
So I really want to know what's her
What?
biggest misconception about you. Biggest.
I think that my mother's biggest misconception.
Turn his mic up real quick.
That shit got dumb low.
Listen, I think that my mother's biggest misconception of me is that everything I say I do is solely based off my ego.
Ooh.
And it's not. If you ask my mother, my ego is bigger than all the goddamn water in the world. And my ego.
Well, you are the Leo.
Yes.
You are the Leo, and
My
that
ego,
is
my
your
pride
rule
is
ego.
like, listen, to her is like, and listen, I will admit, I am egotistical as hell.
Yes.
I am prideful as hell. And listen, and that's why I always tell people all the time, my biggest battle is my ego. Mm-hmm. But I truly believe, and it's not because I try to think of myself in the brightest of lights. I truly believe that my ego is the thing that makes me a good person. Because I feel as though my ego would say, you know what? This may sound stupid. I give you a prime example.
When it's in balance, because anything too much of anything is not.
But I'm gonna give you a prime example of how I think of my ego.
All right, go ahead.
So my ego be like, just you know what? Tell I'm gonna rob a nigga to come up. I'm gonna work and get this money to come to show niggas I ain't gotta resort to just robbing and stealing to make some bread. That's my ego. So I'm saying, so it's like it can be a good thing too. It's not always have to be something negative or like messed up, so to speak.
I don't think. Okay, so what you're saying is the misconception that your mother has is that everything you do is out of ego.
Exactly.
So it means that you're in an imbalance of too much ego.
Exactly,
basically.
and I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
I know it's not the case.
So I've heard her say that.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, Richmond, what's your mother, your father's biggest misconception about you?
My mother, I think she feels like I don't care about family. I think they think I don't care. I think they think like
that you don't care about family?
I feel like you asked me if I really do.
No, that you. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you said. That you don't care about your family.
They feel like we got like a family group chat. I be busy and shit, so they kind of feel like I'm just off. Like I feel like they're being outsiders looking in. When they're inside, they know everything, but they think they don't because they have Instagram. So it's like they feel like I'm living this life and I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, sometimes you see me on TV, sometimes. So I feel like they just feel like I'm here, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? My mother, sometimes she'll text me and say something in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, go comment on that. You know, just so the other one, I guess they must be talking about me to her, so she's probably trying to make me look like I care. Yeah. But the thing is, I do care. It's just a lot of times they don't know I'm reading it. You know what I'm saying? I just have
not responding. Responding.
It's not to me. They be in there just like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's this, that's that. I have
a follow up. Did that happen after a certain time in your life, or has that always been since you was a little boy? Your mom.
Since I was a little boy, my family always treated me like a celebrity. Always. I remember pulling up to a funeral, and my cousin died. My cousin younger than me, you know, and I'm sad because he was a close cousin, and he was like he was my mother's cousin's kid. So he was probably like my fifth cousin, something like that, I guess.
Like second or third, like that.
Well, if it's my mother's cousin,
that's
my mother's cousin's kid.
First cousin. Oh, so that's your second cousin.
My mother's first cousin.
That's your second cousin.
That's my second cousin.
Second cousin.
I would think her cousin is my second cousin.
It is.
And then her cousin's kid
is her third cousin.
Is my third cousin.
Oh, okay.
You might be correct.
Think about it. If it's my mother's cousin, that's my second cousin.
I don't know. Yeah, we just cousins. We just cousins.
Right. But if your like mom, okay.
Either way, I pulls up to the funeral. You know what I'm saying?
So we're more like brothers and sisters, but technically she's my second cousin.
Yeah.
Right. Either way, I pulls up to the funeral, and it's like one of my uncles is like, "What you got outside?"
Like what you mean? Like what you driving? Oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah,
it's a funeral.
A drop top. Yeah, like it's a funeral though.
Yeah.
But it's like I didn't even mean to drive a nice car that day. You know, this was what I was driving.
Right.
And he was just so amazed, man. I fucking love you, man. I can't wait. You know, I lived through you type shit.
Oh.
I know it's a beautiful thing.
It is beautiful, but it's annoying at the
But yeah, it's like y'all don't treat me normal, and y'all wonder why I act the way I act.
Ooh.
It ain't me. This is the way y'all treating me.
So boom. Ooh.
You know, I just
Can
heard,
you give me some fingers?
You know, I just heard.
You get a little something.
Richmond light skin. You bougie.
Ooh.
No, I'm playing.
There we go.
I had to defend my cousin real quick. You came for
in the first
y'all
minute.
made me Hollywood.
It's like
y'all made me Hollywood.
Y'all did this to
First
me.
of all,
That sound like what's that? A narcissist?
Yeah,
y'all did
Y'all did to me. No, but that brings up a perfect point of what Richmond said is like y'all put, and that's the whole reason of misconceptions. This is the whole reason even Kevin Samuels, like, people put these layers on us, and then at some point do we start to actually wear the layers? Do we start to button up like it's a t-shirt? Do we own the layers at some point? Like somebody, your mom keep talking about you egotistical. Okay, well, when are you? At what time in your life did you be like, you know what, I am egotistical? You know, same for you. You know, people think that you don't care, that you not about family. At what time you just like, F it, I'm gonna let it ride?
As the old saying goes, if I gotta do the time, I might as well do the crime. Like, I might as well. If you're gonna keep, I might as well. You know, like. Men say that all the time. If you're gonna keep accusing me of cheating, I might as well go get the benefit of it. Like, if you gonna come my neck for it, I might, like, you know, like, it's silly, but people say that though. Like, if you're gonna give me the time for something I didn't do, I might as well actually, you know, do it.
Right.
One more big message I want to say from my mom for me.
Go ahead.
I know you'll love to hear it, and she'll love to hear it.
Is his mic on? Turn his mic.
Turn up. Turn me up in the booth. Nah, is that I don't listen to her.
Ooh,
and my thing is I do. I'm very good at listening. I listen and I record and I keep it in my brain. But
you can't get overwhelmed.
I think what my mother and what most parents fail to realize when it comes to their kids is your path may not be my path. I respect your path. Definitely. I admire you for going on the path you on, the journey you are, overcome what you overcome. I admire you for it. But I may had to take a different route based on just who I am.
Yeah, and I think parents do that because they don't want you to make the same mistakes that they did. So when they see certain things, it triggers them inside because it's like, damn, was my kid going down the same, and I done set him up or her up so well, and he's still making or she's still making the same thing. So it becomes
truly do matter. And I know her intentions is pure, and I know it's the best, which is why I continue to love her, even though she irks my everlasting soul, and I not irked hers.
And y'all act so much. I think y'all act so much alike.
Everybody said it, but I don't think so.
Richmond, you think they act alike?
No.
Exactly. Thank you, Rich.
No.
Rich is always gonna be on your side. Y'all have a bond.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just they. I mean, when you say act alike,
we have similar characteristics, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I wouldn't deny that, but I do think we're very much so
act alike, though.
Different.
I think y'all different, but y'all act alike. Yeah, I mean, that's what I know.
That's my mother. She raised me, so just from nurture, I'm gonna have some characteristics from her. Then biology, you know, nature, of course. But like I said, I mother, believe it or not, I do listen. You know, just like I said, I gotta take my route.
So back to the wearing the layers now. Think about how you answered those other 3 questions.
Talking about what's your parent, your mother,
Oh, yeah.
your father, or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know what my dad's is. It probably is that I don't love him or that I have hatred in my heart for him.
Okay.
And that would be totally incorrect. That would be farthest from the truth. Very farthest from the truth. I crave every little girl needs a dad. Like big up to both of y'all who like have y'all daughters in your life. Y'all have no idea what kind of relationships y'all are like shaping her to be. Y'all are literally shaped just by y'all presence being there and her being able to experience masculine energy allows her to know what balance is.
Yeah, my daughter loves
so
my energy.
I just want to say big up to y'all. Claps for that for sure. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, with my dad, I feel like with my father, I think our biggest problem is that I felt like he got deported, so it's no more real relationship. Now it's just what it is.
Wait, where he from?
Jamaica.
Yep. Yeah, Jamaican. Oh, you're not telling me that.
I wasn't born there.
Oh,
I'm an American.
Okay. No, you are.
Yeah,
It's in your blood.
Right. But I felt like, he always thought I used to tell on him. Or that I used to side with my mom and tell when he was doing whatever he was doing, like cheating and shit.
Little snitch.
So, right, exactly.
I mean, Jamaican men definitely are.
Yeah, but I never did that. You know what I'm saying?
20 jobs and
I didn't
20
like
women.
what he was doing, but it wasn't my business to tell her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Oh,
but yeah, he always thought I did.
y'all still talk today?
Yeah, we do now. We talk now.
What's your dad talk like? What he look like?
My father, what he looked like? What he talk like? He looked like him, but my face, like just
He
like
look like who?
He's his complexion
Oh, Kevin.
wow.
with my with
What's your
my
face?
face, right?
Oh, you look just
Oh
like
wow.
him.
Yeah, and then I look like him and her mixed, but I look a lot like him. And he can do both. He can talk very, hardcore patois, but then he can talk American because he came here young. Came here
Okay.
like he was 11, 12. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, but he's like he go back and forth,
Back and forth with it.
like it's no tomorrow.
I did not know you were
So what's your
Jamaican.
decision for
Yes,
your
ma'am.
mother? I need to hear this.
I would have to think because me and my mom
My
are
beautiful
actively.
Eve.
Oh my gosh.
You know I
No,
love her.
my mother is gorgeous. She's definitely gorgeous. Shout out to her for giving me her looks. Definitely appreciate that.
Oh, you finally make you look like her. You've been denying it for the longest.
I think I have my own look. Richmond, do you think me and my mother? You've seen my mom on this show. I don't think we look that much. I think we have features that when we're next to each other, I think we look alike. But I think my sister looks a lot more like her
Most definitely.
than I do.
I didn't know Nate did until I saw a picture of them side by side.
Yeah,
His
then they
premiere.
start. Yeah, then they start. Yeah, they start to look
God, he
alike.
like his mother.
For sure.
But
I don't know. That's hard. I would have to. Hold on. I gotta think about that. The biggest misconception that my mom probably has about me, probably like yours, that
you don't listen.
that not that I don't listen, that I don't want to listen. Like I absolutely want to do it on my own, which some of that is true because as a natural, I know like in my sign and just how I was, even since a little girl, I've always been very, very independent. Like she pretty much raised us to be like that, but
that too.
I think she takes my independence for like I want to go and make dumb mistakes, and that's absolutely not true. Like in finances, I don't want to have to learn bad credit, like the bad credit route. I would love to learn, which I did. Thank God for other people, but I think it's the listening thing. I think it's that I don't want to be like her, or like not even that I don't want to be like her. That like that I'm hoping to be a better mother than she was, but really she set the standard. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of times our parents,
the exact same way.
yeah, our parents be feeling like we're not grateful for what they taught us, even if they had flaws, but they taught us what they knew.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you gave me the foundation to even want to do the better version of you. Of course, I want to be like you, but I just want to be a 2.0 of you.
And I think and I agree that you saying that actually brought on some more life. Or like I said, once again, my mistake of not listening to my mother. Like I said, I listen, but my thing is, one, I'm very stubborn and pig-headedness. And
you're what?
Pig-headed. You never heard the word pig-headed?
Pig-headed?
Yeah, like bull-headed.
What the hell is pig-headed?
They used to say that in the form of being very stubborn.
That sounds like a slave term. Pig-headed?
It probably is, but it's an old school country term.
Y'all heard of pig-headed
But
before?
nonetheless,
Pig-headed.
I ain't never hear no.
Yeah.
What the hell is pig-headed?
I heard it before.
Okay.
Like you see, you'll hear bull-headed, things
I've
like
heard
that.
Bald-headed is when you have a bald head. What the hell
bull,
is pig?
Like bull, you're stubborn like a bull.
Oh, a bull
Stubborn
head.
like
Okay,
a pig.
bull,
You know,
okay.
pigs are very wild. Pigs, boars are stubborn as hell.
Oh.
Like that's where it comes from.
I'm like,
So, you
come with the slave terms now.
Hey, listen,
We're gonna watch 12 years of
grandma
slave.
was a slave.
It's-
I got that from grandma.
First of all, turn his mic off. Don't you
So,
ever disrespect my
she
grandmother
was, I love
ever.
my grandma, but she was.
Turn his mic off.
Nonetheless, But yeah, and it's like you said, like I'm just independent since I want to take my own path. And honestly, my biggest thing is for me, and I kind of alluded this a little bit in my, my shout out post for her yesterday, my Mother's Day, is that the biggest, I feel like the biggest reason why, this may sound crazy, may sound ass backwards, but just how my mind works. The biggest reason why I choose to go my own route, do my own way, and get there, because it's like, I want to make you proud.
Oh,
I want to show you that every sacrifice you made wasn't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was for a reason. Like I'm listening to what you're telling me. Everything you told me, I'm using it, but I'm using it in my own way.
Yes, for sure.
I may not use it on the route you're taking. I'm using the route I'm taking.
No, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, but it's like, you taught me how to drive, but I'm not driving down the same street you're driving down,
or with the same hands.
So I'm driving the way you taught me, but I'm driving on my own street, my own route, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing is I just want to say, I want to get to look at my guy here. Using what you use, not the same route, but using what I got here, and I want you to be proud of me at the end of the day.
All right, so now y'all remember how y'all answered those questions, right? So y'all remember all right, so name them again. The three the misconceptions from your lover, or from general, your lover and your parents, and remember them. So say it out loud again.
Bully.
Okay.
Lover was I don't care. Mother's ego and I don't listen.
Ego and I don't listen. All right, Rich, what was yours again?
General was that unapproachable and mean, but I'm not. Lover was that I wouldn't take up for her or fight for her, and that I'm a manipulator, and my family's that I don't care.
Okay, so now that you
never mind.
What?
I'm about to answer your question.
Answer it.
Too fast.
Answer it.
It's possible that I'm emotionally unavailable because everybody's outlook on me is about how like it looks like I just don't care all the time. And then when you meet me, you see that I do, or I'm nicer when my family don't know that I do care, and she don't think I care either. So I kind of think that it's a little of that going on. So
before the spirit of Kevin Samuels, I think we need to learn the lesson of him, what he left behind, because he did leave something for all of us to digest, women and men. And I think him leaving and then the criticism that he's getting with his death, like, some of it is very disrespectful, but still, I think what we need to realize is it worth fixing some of these misconceptions with certain people that you love that hold very, powerful places in your life, who have really, really like shaped you in a way? Is it worth breaking some of those misconceptions before you die?
Of course.
I'm on the fence.
I think I've
I'm on the fence.
Kevin's like,
I'm on the fence.
Change for who?
No, I'm gonna say I'm on the fence.
Why are you on the fence, Kevin?
And it's not in a disrespectful way.
Because if you were to go tomorrow,
I'm gonna tell you. Listen.
Would you want your mother to always know that you never listen to her?
Listen, I can do a 380 and she'll still say it's ego based. But mama, you right. It's ego. Mama, I'm hungry. It's ego. God damn. I'm breathing. Look,
don't talk about Sage like that. Don't just say
ego. This nigga, he breathed the ego.
You breathing too hard.
Right, ego. But look. But no, it's
But think about before you go.
I did. Listen, my thing is this. I'm on the fence because one, I always want the ones I love, and even people I don't even know, I want them to think about me in the best light. Cause I truly carry myself as a person who is a good person.
Definitely.
I want to be a good person.
Definitely.
So even people I don't know or don't care about, I want them to think about me as a good person. But I say yes for that. I say no also because why is it my job to change how you view me? How you view me is solely based off the lenses you're looking through a lot of times.
But that's probably what you present.
And
that may not be how you absolutely internalize. But presentation is everything.
Presentation is everything.
Like you might think somebody broke because they came in and they had dirty sneakers, but you'll go to their home and get inside of them, and then you learn that they have a mansion. But the presentation was everything.
Presentation is everything. But just like I could go to an art gallery, you may find it beautiful, I may find it ugly. So is it the presentation or is it the lens we're looking through? And the mindset that
come on, poetry.
Come on, poetry. No, I'm just saying.
That was ego.
Right, it's ego.
It was ego.
But listen, I give you a promise.
No, that was good though. That was
and
good
this
stuff.
is what funny enough. It's funny how I'm talking about this now, and it goes back into my proposal I had for you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I give you a prime example, and I told my lady that. She said I'm not affectionate, and for the law, that's her perception of me. And for a long time, I took that not just from my exes and all that stuff, but me reading and getting older and stuff. I learned that. Hold up, I am affectionate. Just because I'm not affectionate the way you want me to be, don't mean I'm not affectionate.
So is it worth?
Just because I'm not, like I said, right, goddamn Shakespeare poem on the top of the Eiffel Tower, don't mean I'm not affectionate. I'm affectionate when I bought you flowers. I was affectionate when I took you away for your birthday and did so on and so on. That was me
and
being
helped you move and all that good
That was
stuff,
me,
right?
me
Okay.
being affectionate.
Yeah.
Like I don't like my thing. Like I don't, not to like, not to put the business out there, but like. I flew to Florida
To move you,
packed up your U-Haul, and drove 10 hours back to Georgia to move you
I don't care what
by
you say.
myself.
That is affection.
By
Men,
myself.
listen,
How is that not affectionate?
in your 20s at that.
By myself.
In your 20s at that.
I love
That's
her pop in his 90s. He can't help you move. Her brothers,
Right.
they cool, but they don't really do
not-
nothing.
right.
I petted your goddamn truck
right,
by myself.
That's affection. Yeah, that's
So
affection.
you can't say I'm
Right.
not affectionate.
So I think you might have big moments of affection, and she might need the little day to day
my-
affection.
they want the constant,
And my
man.
thing is,
Constant,
my thing
yeah.
is this: I'm not upset about to say that. Then, but that's why I said about being on the thing. My thing is that's how you looking at me. I am affectionate.
So before you pass, because Richmo said that, yes, he answered the question. Yes. So I want to get back to him before I go.
No, go ahead.
Before I go into you. So Rich, is it worth breaking some of those misconceptions before you pass to the ones that you love? I start out with general, but I'm pretty sure y'all thought about a few people you knew who probably thought that you were bully or mean or whatever. But is it worth breaking those misconceptions?
Yeah, that definitely is, of course.
In what way?
I mean, you got to figure out what they actually want, and then try to show them. Like you said, it seems like it was your mom, right? She kind of she needs it more often. Forget the big
No,
things.
I think I was thinking that's Ashley.
Okay, my bad.
Why my mom want affection for me?
No, I'm
She
just saying.
does. She does want
does. She does
affection from
too.
you for sure.
But I mean, like you said, when you can sit there and pinpoint the problem, like I said, she wants to see me be a little more excited about what's going on. Maybe I'll respond a little more
boisterous.
Yeah, when it's what do you say? What do you mean by that? I don't like it because it's a form of acting.
It is. Really, the loudest nigga in the room is the scariest
and
nigga in the room.
when do you
You
actually?
keep just keep flowing
do
because
you-
I'm
when-
literally
when
leading me
do
into
you-
the next
When
one.
do you ask yourself if it's me that needs to change, or do they need to understand something?
Right, and that's
Because-
what I'm talking about. On the defense.
So it definitely is. It definitely. Definitely. Some part of that is like they also need to try, just like you're trying to please their
Understand
misconception.
Who the hell you dealing with?
But also understand. But at what point do you take on the accountability to say, okay, before I pass, I want this legacy behind my name, especially in my mother's mouth and my woman's mouth and my kid's mouth. Like even though it might come off as acting, because I do feel like in relationships we do have to act at some point. You do have to act a little bit. Like that's where the affection comes from. Really, it's really to act like you care.
Well, listen, I deserve an Academy Award, bro. Listen,
Hit it on the
I
nose.
deserve listen. What?
Kevin, your whole face just lit up like
an Academy. Nigga, Denzel ain't got nothing on me. Listen,
Training Day ain't got nothing on Kevin versus Floyd.
what? From the acting I done in my day for these
And
ladies.
we act too. I think we definitely act. I would say I definitely want I definitely
Do I look fat? Baby, you look like
beautiful.
Baby.
Fat where?
That dress is hugging you in all the right places.
That shit
girl.
ain't even right though.
Right. It is, some of it is not.
Daddy want us to lie.
But for the sake of love, but for the sake of love and for the sake of legacy,
we do it.
We definitely do it. So I think I would say for mine too. Like even like before I pass, like I'm very intentional about my mom making sure that she knows, and even like my lover, and even my lovers.
I think you do. Like
I ain't mean plural. Like I got multiple niggas right now,
so
but
she a play. She got a hero.
No, I'm not light skinned.
No, look. But I think I think you do, and I think even I do. That's why I say it's a thing, because it's like you say, what point do we try to change? We do. If I tell you, prime example, if I say, Mom, I am listening to you. No, you're not. What much more can I say?
Right.
I'm counting. I mean, say, listen, I am being affectionate. I am listening to you. What more can I say to try to change how you see me.
And some of that comes from, and boom, that's the question right there. I think when it comes to misconceptions, even with Kevin Sanders, I think like
Samuels.
Oh, see, that's how you know I don't even watch this. I'm sorry. No disrespect to his name. I'm sorry.
Colonel
Samuels.
Samuels.
Kevin
Samuels.
Sanders.
I did KFC, Colonel Sanders and shit.
It said Kevin Sanderson. The man has passed away. Can we not play with his names?
I apologize. No disrespect, but
Rest
I do
in
be
peace.
chopping off his stuff. Yeah, rest in peace. But same thing. Like I feel like we also a part of the misconception thing is we are constantly going to be learning each other. Your mother raised you. She changed your diaper. She grew you up into this man, but she's still going to have to she's still going to have to relearn her son.
And
Your
that's what I
woman,
think the big
the first date was everything. Y'all been together for years, but by the 5th, 10th, 15th year, you're going to have to reintroduce yourselves every single time. Every time you might have a friend or a new friend might come in, you might have different friends. Like high school friends might be totally different from when you in your 40s, 50s, 60s. Like you might not want to be running. So
constantly evolving.
Constantly evolving. So I think the question that we also have to ask each other is like, what am I doing to make that misconception the truth? Because internally we have to also like speak speak what's inside of us, but also ask the question, what are you seeing that may not be there? Let's talk about that.
I'm gonna definitely have to ask
I think that's the solution for sure.
I really don't know. When I tell you I be being affectionate, like I sing to my lady, I slow dance with her. I do silly stuff. I make a complete ass of myself to make her laugh. That's me. I can't tell you how many embarrassing pictures she got on her phone of me. I done made a complete ass of myself. Stuff I would never do because my ego is like, I'm too cool for this shit. But I do it for her just to make her smile.
Right.
Like, I done walked up and licked your face. That's me being affectionate.
Right.
Damn, like, that's me being affectionate.
I hope you brush your teeth before you do that.
Don't try me like that.
Trifling.
Don't try me like that.
That is so trifling.
She got my babies. That's nothing she can do.
No, that's bullshit. Brush your teeth before you come over it. No,
of course,
I don't
don't try
want
me
that.
like that.
Anyway, but yeah, we gotta internalize that. But because I think you are very affectionate, and I think she might need to know what levels of affection. What?
No, 5 minutes.
Oh, we have 5 minutes. Okay, well that was a perfect wrap up anyway. But I think you are affectionate. I think Rich Mo is a very cool guy.
Thank you.
Even after he called me light skin, I think I've actually been drawn to you on this show. Like me and Lehman's like you like
Rich
our
Mo a
first
man.
Rich, no, but his spirit, I'm drawn to his spirit.
His spirit is everything.
Yeah, even from the time I met you, that's why I was like, wait, what? I ain't talked to you because I probably was observing you because I was so drawn to you.
I was actually playing.
No, you wasn't.
I was.
You know what? That's is you or is you not?
I was playing. We ain't even talk. You said you was in the room.
But
I wanted to see if you was going to defend something you ain't know. Once you said that you remember where we was at, then yeah, we was talking.
Me and Rich was chopping up real heavy.
That was like my first day on the show, or second day on the show.
For like a minute.
Yeah, because my first day on the show, you wasn't here. It was me and my mom's, and that was my second day on the show, and that's when I remember.
I think it's just funny. Not to cut you off. I think it's just funny how truly how you view solely is dependent on the perspective. Like where his lady may feel like Rich Mo's not protective. I can tell, and she been with Rich Mo longer than I have known him longer the whole 9 yards. But I can tell in the year I've known Rich Mo that nigga is a protector. Right. I can tell he's not a boisterous dude. And like I said before, I'm the same way. I'm not a boisterous. I'm not like, I'm gonna go shoot this nigga. No, just know if he come over here, let's know it's gonna be a problem.
For sure.
Joey, the loudest nigga in the room is the scariest one. No. So it's like,
but so we got to make sure. I think there's a balance, and like people have to learn us, but we also have to teach people how to read us as well. Like every book can be like how you said the art thing that you dropped. That metaphor was perfect because and if two people do look at a piece of art and you might think it's ugly, I might think it's pretty, but I'm going to explain why I think it's pretty, and you might change your perspective. Be like, yo, I ain't even peeped that. That color is really pretty. So it is the solution. Really is teaching people how to love us and how to see us. Because I think Kevin Samuels might have been a really great dude, a great lover, great father. But we just didn't see that because that's not what he taught us how to love him.
I think he just to give it.
I can get some claps for that. That was.
Give a clap.
That was poetic, bro. Asking for clout.
Sage Junior right there. But no, I think.
Oh wow.
Misconception.
But I do think that that's 100% true, even in his case, because just as though there were a lot of women who feelings he may have hurt. I've also watched some of his videos. I haven't watched a lot of his videos. I probably watched like 4 or 5.
Right.
But I've also seen some who was in his defense who applauded him, who honestly said, you know what, he helped me realize that I was asking for too much.
Yeah,
and I was asking for things that I myself couldn't provide.
I'm not ready for it, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like
he definitely. That's why.
I think from what I've seen anyway, because I I wasn't the biggest fan. I didn't watch a lot of his videos,
Mm-hmm.
but from what I've seen, I feel as though he might have helped just as much as he
definitely.
he may have hurt it.
So I
so
think
to speak.
I think the women that attracted on that show, or the women that got on the calls with him, they needed that. They needed to, because that was a mindset shift for them. And I think, you know, if you were ahead of the game, you kind of knew that not to be asking all that.
Exactly.
You kind of were ahead. So that's why Kevin Samuels might not have been
for you.
But some women aren't. Some men and women aren't there yet, and they needed somebody like Kevin Samuels.
In this case, I will agree.
That's the case. He wouldn't have millions of followers.
I will agree with Miss Sage. Like, if it doesn't bother you, why do you respond to
exactly.
it? For women who are celebrating and responding, that means it triggers you.
It triggers you for a
reason.
reason.
To you, it's some truth of that for you.
Correct.
So
Correct.
it triggers. If you know you're the ish, regardless of how many kids you got, where your status is in life, whatever the case.
Correct.
Why would that bother you?
Correct. Exactly.
So you know.
So yeah,
shout out Miss Sage for that one.
Yeah, so thank y'all for being honest on today's show. We definitely miss Miss Sage. We're gonna have her back next week, but definitely, you got misconceptions I want y'all to think about for sure, but also teach people how to love y'all, man. Don't die on this earth with people having crazy misconceptions about y'all. Fix that.
Listen, control the narrative that you can control.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. Don't kill yourself trying to
definitely
change somebody else's view of you. If you can change it, and if it's worth changing. Some people's view ain't worth changing. I might want you to
don't leave on ego now.
No, listen, hear me out. I might want you to think I'm a terrible person because you're not a good person for me. So think I'm terrible so you won't be around me no more. Because I really don't want you here anyway, nigga. So please leave. Like I may want you to think I'm a terrible.
I'm evil.
Like
I'm the
for
worst.
real, like
Don't
I'm the worst. Like I'm
freaking
like shorty, get away from me. Like I will cheat on you. I will dog you out. Leave me alone.
Not the horns. You gonna give horns with that?
Because sometimes that may be the case. Sometimes that negative view of you can be a defense. A shield for you to protect you from other negative energy. That's coming, because let's behold, 9 times out of 10 it's the good people who get done the worst, because the evil people will see that they're good and come take advantage of that. Evil people don't generally fuck over other evil people. They see, like, I'll leave them alone. So,
but yeah,
listen. It was a dope episode.
Yes, thank y'all for letting me ask questions. Appreciate y'all. Hope I held it down for Miss Sage.
Miss Sage, we were missed.
You did well.
We thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Let us know what are your misconceptions. You can follow my man Slim Rich over there at Richmo 718, the beautiful, illustrious Naughty Body over there at Low Key Nadia, and you can follow me, your man Kev, at Kevin versus Floyd on Instagram. We love y'all. Also, follow us at Let's Talk About It
Podcast.
Black Ink. Let's Talk About the Podcast Black Ink on Instagram as well.
Yes.
Just stay tuned for updates and all things of that nature. So,
R.I.P. to Kevin.
Y'all be easy.
I said it for all the women. R.I.P. to Kevin. There we go.
We
love y'all.
Backlash.